Hello everyone, welcome to MBA Karo. Recently, I attempted NMAT 2024 official mock, and some of you must have already seen that live attempt on my channel. If you have not seen, you can go ahead and watch that. On demand by students, we are going to discuss the questions that were asked in that official mock. So we will be covering it in multiple parts. In this video, I am going to discuss the questions from the logical reasoning section, how one should have attempted those questions. Some of the questions I got wrong during the live attempt. So these are the actual solutions and the way of approaching the questions. So we will be discussing all the questions of all the sections, and this particular video is about logical reasoning. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel because this is the best channel for all MBA entrance examinations. And in case you are preparing for NMAT and SNAP and are looking for a structured preparation, if you feel that these are the two examinations that you want to crack with a very proper preparation in the form of not only classes, practice sheets, mock tests, etc., you can enroll in our NMAT and SNAP course, which has all these things covered in detail. Let's start with the questions. This was a question on Venn diagram. It says that the overlapped area suggests the product of the numbers in each figure in the diagram, and we need to tell which of the following is the maximum. So maximum will happen when there is max overlap. The triangle represents 4, the rectangle represents 2, and circle represents 6. So overall overlap happens at C because it is the overlap of all the regions. So the maximum product is of C. Now there was a puzzle. It says that there is an office which has planned to have fun game competition. Captains are nominated from different departments led groups. The groups are named Conjurer, Wizard, Magnus, Mystic, and Oculist. So, 5 groups. The captains are from different departments and they ate either sweets, fruits, cereals, milk products, or was vegan. And the captains were either frequent business, rare, occasional, or fun travelers. So, we have 4 items. One is that team name, another is the department of the captain, okay, and then the items they ate and what they the travel thing. So we have 4 things. We will make a table like this: team, department, then food, and then we have travel frequency, travel type, travel frequency, whatever you wish to call. Now there are 5 people, 5 teams, so we have 5 into 4 table. We are given that these are the names of the groups. Now, first of all, before we fill, let us try to think which information should we fill first. Should we fill the team, department, food, or travel? Members of Magnus and Wizard groups. So, information given about groups. Okay. Then HR loved sweets, traveled occasionally, marketing, then legal team, team wise is also given HR, legal team, mystic group, okay, and person who travel frequently headed the Oculus team. And this is how we can decide that either we can go with the team or with the department. So let us go with the teams. So the teams are Conjurer, Wizard, Magnus, Mystic, and Oculist. So we can put CW. Magnus is, we can put MG, Mystic, and finally Oculist. So these are the teams. And now we will start with the information that give direct information. Like these are already presented to us. This says members of the Magnus and Wizard groups could eat cereals and fruits respectively. Magnus eats cereals and Wizard eats fruits. And they were neither from HR, legal, or operations. So they are not from HR, legal, operations. So these two are from marketing and finance in any order. Okay. Now we are done this. HR we do not know, so we will fill the team wise information first. Then the legal team captain, Mystic Group had milk-based products. So Mystic is milk-based product, but did not travel occasionally or for fun. So we will come to it later, fun or occasionally. The person who traveled frequently headed the Oculus team. So this person traveled frequently. Okay. Now we are also given finance did not have cereals. So it says that finance will be this fruits and this is marketing. Okay, so we have filled this information based on the names of the groups. Now let us see department wise information. It says HR loved sweets and traveled occasionally. Okay. HR sweets occasionally. Now HR can be this or this. Now if you put HR here, it is frequent. So it is not possible to put HR here. HR loved sweets. So HR cannot come here also. So this is HR department. Loved sweets and traveled frequently, occasionally. Now we have filled the food items of 4. So last one is sweets, fruits, cereals, milk product, vegan. So this is vegan. Okay, so food items are done. Next is travel and department. Marketing neither traveled frequently nor rarely. So it is not rare. So we'll fill whatever it is later on. Operations did not travel for fun and did not belong to the Conjurer, Mystic or Magnus group. Conjurer, Mystic or Magnus is not operations. So this department is of operations. Okay, so last person belongs to the operations department. Now we have one more team, that is legal team. So this is legal. So the departments are done. Operations did not travel for fun. So that is redundant information. The legal team captain was neither vegan nor liked sweets. So this is already given redundant information. Liked sweets, that is also done. Nor cereals, fine. And also did not travel rarely or frequently. Okay. So this is frequently is already filled. This person also did not travel rarely. So, if marketing and legal do not travel rarely, that means rare traveler is W. That is the finance department. Okay. So now we have two more things. That is occasional rare. One is business, and another thing is remaining is fun. Okay. Mystic Group did not travel occasionally or for fun. So Mystic Group does not travel for fun also. So Mystic Group will travel for business and the Magnus Group will travel for fun. So this is how we are going to solve this problem. Okay. So this is the table and now we can answer all the questions related to it. Which group enjoys milk-based products? So we have the Mystic Group with milk-based products. What kind of food did the Oculist group enjoy? So Oculist is the vegan food. What kind of a traveler is the marketing person? So marketing person is a fun traveler. Which of the following combinations is correct? Now if you see conjurer, sweets, occasional HR, the first option itself is the correct one. I hope you are enjoying this session, so please don't forget to like this video. In this series, we will cover all the questions that were asked in the official mock of NMAT. So here's the next puzzle in which I faltered while attempting the test. I made some mistakes in it. So pardon for that. Here's the correct solution of that set. So it says there are 4 boxes, large, medium, small and tiny, of different colors, white, black, red and rust, in no particular order. They were made of either plastic, silver, wood or brass, and they stored either needles, odd stuff, earrings or buttons. Okay, so here we have size. One thing is size. So then we have color. Then we have material of which they are made of. And finally, we have what they stored in it. Okay, so we will make a table. And here we have 4 cross 4 table. So 1, 2, 3, and so let us try to fill the information. Now we have size. We will first see that how should we arrange it. Medium box is given, wooden box is given, brass box is given. Okay, neither was small is given, tiny is given. Okay, so we see that a lot of information like medium box, tiny box, small box is given. So we can go ahead with the size thing first. So large, medium, small, and tiny. So let us look at the last two conditions and start with it. It says medium silver box. So medium box is made of silver and was not red or rust. Color did not have buttons. So color is not red or rust, did not have buttons. Okay. Next says the wooden box was small. So small box is made of wood and the tiny box stored needles in it. So this is needle in the box, right? Okay, now we will see this information about these two. It says the white box was not made of silver or wood. Okay, so that means white is not one out of these two. Silver and wood we have already filled. So white is either this or this. Now this is not red, this is not rust, and not white also. So this black, this is going to be the fourth color, that is black. Okay, so this is black and one of these two has to be white. So white box was not made of silver or wood, it was not medium or large. Okay, so white is not large also. So it gives us that white is the tiny box. Okay, so black and white is red. This is red or rust. Okay, so these two are red or rust. So this is also done. Now we have the brass box had some odd stuff and it was not white or red. The brass box is not white or red. Now this is white, so this is not brass box. Hence, large box will be the brass box and it had some odd stuff in it. Okay. Now, and it is not white or red. So if it is not red, it is going to be rust in color. Okay. And the third box is going to be the red colored box. Okay, so this is done. Now we have one material remaining. Plastic, silver, wood, brass. Silver, wood, brass are done. So this material is plastic. And we have two items. One is needles, odd stuff, earrings or buttons. It says that this box does not have buttons. Medium is not having buttons. So the buttons will come to the small box and this is earrings. So this is how we will solve the question. Now let us look at the questions from it. What was the size of the rust colored box? So rust colored box is large in size. I got this one right. However, I made mistakes in some of the questions because I did not draw the table correctly. Plastic box, what did it store? So plastic box stores needles. Do not go with the answer which I marked as buttons while attempting the test. Which of the following combinations is correct? Okay, so white plastic needles tiny, white plastics needles and tiny. This is the correct combination. Okay, so again mistaken the question which is attempted over here. What is the color of the box that stored earrings? So earrings are in the black box. Okay, so the next set is an input-output set, which is almost certain topic in NMAT. So please do prepare this. We already have a video on this, different types of input-output questions discussed in that video. Now, first of all, before we solve this set, let us try to understand the logic behind this. So we are given input, and in step 1, if you see, B has become 4, C has become 6, E has become 10, H has become 16, L and Q. So can we say that B, C, E, H, L and Q, these are the order of the alphabets. So step 1 is input into 2. So 2 into input is step 1. Now step 2 is 3 times of the number. If you notice it, 2 into 3 is 6, 3 into 3 9. So step 2 is input into 3. Right? Step 3 is 6 is F, 9 is I, 15 is O. Step 3 is equal to step 2 into alphabet. Now, a thing to note here is, see, till 24x is fine. How do we interpret 36? Since there are only 26 letters, so we subtract 26 and we get 10th letter, that is J. Similarly, 51 can be interpreted as 51 minus 26, which is 25, that is Y. So, step 3 is converting S2 into alphabet. Step 4 is, these are all multiples of 5. So divide by 5. You will notice that step 4 is input into 5. So 2 into 5 is 10. 3 into 5 is 15 and so on. Okay. Step 5. Step 5 is, again, if you notice it, it is exactly the input. Then step 6 is step 4 minus step 5. Or you can say that input into 4 can also be interpreted. Like 2 into 4 is 8. Or step 5 into 4. Like whatever. Better call it step 5. Step 5 into 4. Because it is 4 times of the number above. Now step 7. Right. Step 7 is step 6 into alphabet. So H is 8th alphabet, 12th alphabet is L, 20th is T. Now these exceptions, so 32 means 6, which is F. Similarly 48 is 22, which is V. Now 68, if you subtract 26, it's still 42. So subtract 26 again, which is 16 and P. So these are the logics. So very simple logic. You just have to multiply by different numbers, by 2, by 3, right, and then write the alphabet. So very simple logic of this input output. Now if you have understood the logic, we can easily solve all the questions. So the first question is, if the output at step 3 is S, which of the following could be output at step 2? S3 is step 2 into alphabet. Okay, so step 3 is S. S means 19. Okay, now 19 is not given in the options, so we can add 26 to it, which becomes 45. Right, again we can add 26, we get 71. So the possible output at step 2 could be 71. So 71 will translate it to the number, the letter S. If the input to the program is W, what is the output at step 5? Okay, step 5 is input only. So if the input is W, then step 5 will be 20. The computer program is modified and a new step NS is added to the program immediately after step 7. In NS, 3 is added to the output at step 6 to get the new number, and the alphabet for that number is displayed. Okay, so basically it says that we add in NS, 3 is added to the output at step 6 and the alphabet of that number is displayed. So if the output is 8, then it will be 11 and 11 means K. Similarly, if the output is 12, we will add 3, it becomes 15, will be O. So basically it says that step 6 plus 3, new step. Now we are given that if the input to this modified program is R, input is R, we need to find NS. So input is R. What is step 6? Step 6 is 4 times of input, like 2 was becoming 8, 3 was becoming 12 and so on. So input is R, that is 18. So step 6 is 18 into 4, that is 72, right? And hence NS will be equal to 72 plus 3, which is 75. Now we do not have 75 letters, so 75 minus 26 is 49. Minus 26 again, that is 23. So the 23rd letter is W. If the program is run on each member of the sequence F, G, I, L, M, Q, What is the sequence of the corresponding outputs? Now here outputs refer to the last step. Okay, last step, if you see, it is 4 times of the input, because we are converting this into letters. So we will take this input and multiply by 4. Now f is 6, 7, 9. We will not see all the elements, we will just see the first few. So if you multiply 6 into 4, we get 24, which is x. So we can eliminate all the options and we get as the unique answer. So one could have not solved the entire thing, but just looked at 6 into 4, 24 and answered it. If you want to check others, this will be 28. 28 means 2, or 2 means B, so XB. Similarly, 36. 36 minus 26 is 10, that will be J. Similarly, LMQ. L, M and Q. L is 12, 13, Q is 17. 4 times is 48, 52 and 68. So 26 we subtract 22, this will be 26, and we will have to subtract 52 in this case. So it will be UV, and 26 is Z and 16 is U. So no needed to generate the entire sequence. Just using the first letter, one could have easily answered the question and moved on and saved time while attempting the test. In case you are preparing for NMAT and are looking for mock test that resonate with the level that you get in actual NMAT and the official mock test, so you can buy our mock test. We are offering 10 full length mocks. In the NMAT interface, you got to choose the order of sections in the beginning. You do not have the option to go back. So it is exactly in that NMAT interface, just that it is non-adaptive in nature, and it is quite obvious that no one can make adaptive mock tests. Only GMAC knows how to make these adaptive mock tests. So in case you are looking for good practice, you can enroll in our mocks. Let's now move on to the next set of questions. It is about a Venn diagram over here, and it says that among politicians, how many doctors are also advocates? So we need to find how many are politicians, doctors, as well as advocates. So the central number, that is 6. Next question, it is based on sequence of items. It says that there are certain candles, they are placed sequentially on Sonia's birthday cake. The candle which is 7th position from the red candle on Sonia's birthday is 12th position from the left. So this is 12th from the left. It is saying 7th from the red candle. So that means red is either 19 or red is 5, because it is 7th from the red candle. It says the red candle has an odd number of candles on its right and a candle less on its left. So if you consider left side, it has 4 candles. On right side, it should have 5 candles. But there is some candle number 12 present here. So this case is not possible. Okay. Now, if you consider this scenario, it should have 18 candles to the left, because red is number 19, and 19 candles to the right. So this is the appropriate case. Now it further says that Sonia's age is equivalent to the number of candles on the cake. So red candle is 19 and there are 19 more candles. So that means total 38 candles, and then Sonia's age is 38. Each circled number is the sum of the adjacent row, column or diagonal of the numbers in the square display, and we need to find the value of x in this given arrangement. Okay, so they have already given that each of them is the sum. So even if it was not given, you could have figured it out that 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, then 2 plus 5 is 7, 4 plus 5 is 9, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So they have already mentioned that it is the sum. We have 2 here, so 2 plus 3 gives us 5. We have 10 over here, so it should be 7 plus 3, that is 10. And we have 15 as the sum here, so x would be 8, because 8 plus 7 is 15. So the answer is 8. In a group of 150 students, 80 students like pop music, 40 students like jazz music, while 70 students like instrumental music. 30 students like both pop and jazz music, 25 like both jazz and instrumental, and 20 students like pop and instrumental. What is the minimum number of students who do not like any three type of music? So we will have to make a Venn diagram like this. So three set Venn diagram. It talks about pop music, jazz music, and instrumental music. Okay, there are 150 students, 80 like pop, so 80 will come here, 40 like jazz, and 70 like instrumental. 30 students like both pop and jazz music. So when we say pop and jazz, it does not mean this region. It means the sum of these two, because this circle represents the pop music and this circle represents the jazz music. So when we say pop and jazz, it is represented by the region over here. So this complete region is pop plus jazz. Okay. So the one that is represented by tick means 30. 25 like both jazz and instrumental. Similarly, this plus this is 25. And 20 students like pop and instrumental. 20 students like pop and instrumental. So let us say this part is 20. Okay. Now we see that this part is common in all these three values. Okay. So let us say this number is x. If this number is x, pop and jazz is 30. So this will be 30 minus x. We have jazz and instrumental 25. So this given value will be 25 minus x. And the star is 20. So this will be 20 minus x. Okay, so we got these values. Now how to find these values in terms of x? Now if you look at pop, we have three values being filled. One is 30 minus x, right? Another value is x and another is 20 minus x. And the total of this is 80. So x and minus x get cancelled. 1 minus x is remaining. In order to remove this, we have to put x. We have 20 plus 30, which is 50. So x plus 30. So that x will get cancelled and this will be 80. So this value is x plus 30. Similarly, in jazz, we will put x, and in instrumental also we will put x to make it equal to like x part to get cancelled. Now this is 20 plus 25, 45 plus 25 makes it 70. This is 30 plus 25, which is 55. We will subtract 15 to make it complete as 40. So yes, you can see that these are the totals. Now we are given that there are 150 students. Okay. If you see P is this total circle is 80. This itself is 80. And we will add all these, and there has to be some people who do not like any of the three types of music. So the question asks how many of them do not like any of the type of music. So P is 80, then we have x minus 15 outside it. So this complete circle is 80, x minus 15, 25 minus x, and x plus 25. And let us say this value is the remaining. So total is 150. X gets cancelled. So we have 80 minus 15 is 65 and plus 50, 115. So x plus 115 is equal to 150. Okay, so that gives us. Now, so we have, let's say this value, the outside value is y. This is not 150. This value is y. That total is 150. So we get x plus y plus 115 is equal to 150, or we can say x plus y is equal to 35, or we can also write this value as 35 minus x, right? So y is 35 minus X. Now we need to find the minimum number of students who do not like any of the three types of music. So if this is minimum, that means X should be maximum, because if X is maximum, then only we can have this as the minimum value. Okay, so we get this as 35 minus X, and if you see, maximum value of X can be, if you look at the values, we can put maximum 15 here. So if you put 15 here, it will become 0. Otherwise, if you take more than 15, the value will become negative. So just see this value. Do not like any of the three items. So the minimum value here will be 20. Marked wrongly in this question. Let us see the diagram here, and by putting the values, and just to satisfy that the values are matching. So X we got as X max, we got 15, but that is not the answer. Okay, that's what I made mistake in this question. I put the maximum value of X. So you should be careful while attempting such questions, that you need to see what is asked. It is asking that minimum number of students who do not like any of the three types of music. So X, this is minimum when X is maximum of 15. So this minimum value is 20. Let us verify also. So X plus 30 will be 45. This is 15, right? This is 0. X is 15. 20 minus X is 5. Okay. And then we have 25 minus X will be 10. X plus 25 is going to be 40, and this value is 20. Does it satisfy all the conditions? 45 plus 15 is 60, plus 20, 80. This is satisfied. Okay. This is 30 plus 10, 40, satisfied. 20, 30 plus 40, 70. This is also satisfied. And 30 pop and jazz, that is satisfied. Jazz and instrumental, we have 25, and 20 students like instrumental. Okay, so this number is 20. That is the answer. So made mistake in this question. I calculated the value of X and answered it. However, this question should ideally not be attempted, because as a single question, it is going to take a lot of time to attempt this question. So better avoid it. You may get a question on three set Venn diagram, and as an individual question, I would rate that one should not attempt it, because it is too time consuming to solve this kind of a question. Okay, so if there are multiple questions associated with it, then obviously one should go ahead and attempt. But as an individual question, it's a strict no in the examination. The right answer to this is 20. So this was the solution of the LR part. We will be discussing other parts also. So keep a watch on our channel. Please do subscribe to the channel. And in case you are preparing for NMAT and SNAP, and are want to prepare in a structured manner, this is the best course that you can find anywhere on for these examinations. And if you are a good performer in the previous attempt of NMAT or SNAP, we are offering discounts also. So if you have an NMAT score of 230 plus or SNAP of 97 plus percentile, we can give you 30% off, and in this scenario 20% off. Please share your scorecard to support @mbakaro.in to avail this discount. So this was the solution to the LR part. We will be discussing all other sections. Also, critical reasoning will be discussed separately, and we will be covering the entire paper. So please do subscribe to our channel and watch the video also. If you wish to watch the attempt, you can watch that attempt. It is available in the live section of our YouTube channel. You can go ahead and see that how did I attempt that paper, and my score also you can see that attempt. So thank you all for watching this video.